Hey guys, this is Locke. I've already released a video showing how King Mont can solo the level 100 Glacial, but what if you don't have level 120 or 99 King Mont? What if you don't have King Mont at all? Hey guys, this is Locke. I've already released a video showing how King Mont can solo Glacial if you have a maxed out King Mont and supporting VCs and Uspers, but what if you don't have King Mont? This video attempts to show you another way of doing this, and if I first take a look at the bonus units, we can see that King Mont, 2B, and 9S are all bonus units, and everyone should have a 9S. Even if you have it at level 1, you might have leveled it all the way up to 120, but you should at least have it at level 1. So I'm doing this video assuming you have a level 1 9S. Now my 9S is actually leveled up. He's at level 89. So instead, I'm using Balo as a substitute for 9S. So if you have 9S at a higher level, you probably have to adjust your strategy accordingly, but this is one way of doing it. So as you can see, I have a water team, and then I have, Balo, my stand-in for like a level 1 or a low-level 9S. He is just there as a holder of a vision card. He's not doing anything else. I've tried to lower his agility as much as possible by giving him this item, the Iron Plate, which gives -5 agility. That's all he's there for. And then I've decided to go with a water team. I've invested a lot into Titus. I have all the water cards, so it's easy for me to come up with a water team. But maybe it makes sense for you to do it with a different team, like maybe, for example, a dark team or a light team. Um, like light team has a lot of slashers, so you might actually be able to do the same thing with a light slash build or a dark slash build. But in my case, I'm going with a water team. Now I've set up my units to do a specific thing. So my Titus, he has a special skill that can decrease the enemy's CT. So I've turned off a lot of other skills, especially like Spear Shot. It's only 10 AP and he prefers to use that. So I had to turn that off. I had to turn off, obviously, his buffs because he prioritizes those instead of Kiza spells. So I turned off that. I turned this one off because the boss is immune to slow, I've heard. So there's no point in using slow because he's immune to it. So I turned that off. This one is pretty good because it lowers his defense and it helps me to do higher damage. So I left that in. Even on his paladin sub job, I actually literally turned everything off. So you don't need to use this. You can use a different sub job. But everything there is gone. Now, agility wise, I had to make sure that his agility is lower than my Ildira. And the reason for that is because Ildira has a wide AoE, and I want her to hit the mobs and the boss when she can with that AoE. So I need her to go first before Titus to do that. So that's the reason why I have some of these choices. Like, for example, that's the reason why I'm using both of these passives. Instead, I might be tempted to use this one if not for that fact, because I like higher agility, higher crit rate because he has higher crit damage, but I want his agility to be lower. So you can see his agility here is 87 in this build, and Ildira's is 88. Now Ildira, she's going to be hitting level 100 mobs, so level 4 is okay. Like I don't need level 3 spells, and in fact, I don't. I'm actually trying not to even use that too often. I wanted to use her spellblade abilities. So anyway, I've put magic up, and then I've put the providence of fire. I don't really need like any other of her skills. For example, I don't need the level 4 to 3 because level 4 is fine. These are all level 100 mobs. I don't need height 3 to 2 because she is not using any height 3 or 2 skills. Providence of Fire is not bad because it increases her magic resist, and the boss seems to do magic damage. So she's a 32% magic resist. Now, Titus, in my case, has a little bit of stop resist. Ideally, I would actually want to have two of these stop resist items, but I only have one. So I put her on Aldira because she has 97 faith, and so she is more likely to get stopped. Titus has a little bit of mitigation already, so hopefully he doesn't get stopped too often in these runs. Now Zazan is interesting because first of all, it just so happens that I don't have full resonance with Odin. I only have a level 6 resonance, but it seems okay. Like I don't really want him to be too fast. I don't want him to take too many turns. So he is just there with 63 agility, and he's doing okay. He does his job. It's possible for him to get stopped, and if he gets stopped, that's okay for me because that means my Titus and Eldira will get more of the 20 turns. So I'm okay with him getting stopped. I actually complete this. I complete the run even easier when he gets stopped than when he doesn't get stopped. But yeah, I mean, he's there. I have his bravery at 70 and faith at 70. His bravery should really be at 97. I'm just lazy and haven't gotten around to getting it up to 97. His faith probably could go down to 50, but usually if I want to use him in like a steel heart build or something, I would want him to be at 97. So, I mean, actually, it probably would work at 97 because, as I said, he gets stopped more often than if it was at 97, and uh, if he does get stopped, I have an easier time beating this boss because my Titus and Eldritch gets more turn. The way that I have Balo set up, he only gets one turn, so that is a loss of one turn, but that's all I can do. Um, so as I said, Balo is a stand-in for 9S. If you have a 9S leveled up, you probably have to do a different strategy. Maybe I'll do a different video showing how to take advantage of 9S and do this or something. But if you're having trouble using like a level 99 9S, maybe you have a different unit that you can use. Like maybe you have Yerma, Olde, or Gilgamesh that's like level 1 or like level 30 sitting around or something. Maybe you can use one of them to do this. Um, but anyway, that's the setup. Oh, I had to go through other skills that I turned off. So for Eldira, I have turned off her her LB. She prefers to use the Spellblade abilities if ever she's in range. If she's not, she uses the Arithmetician jobs. For Zazan, I have everything on. He just uses whatever he can, really, whatever does the most damage. Usually he does Killer Blade or Beastbreaker, and if he just has a little AP, then he uses Jamming Edge. I had to turn off Stone Throw though, because otherwise he will continuously use Stone Throw. But yeah, so anyway, that's it for the setup. Um, Now let's go take a look at how these runs go. So as you can see, Ildra is gonna go first. She uses Waterga here, but it's like very little damage. It's not really a big deal. But it is important for her to go first. It's not her second turn, but it's her third turn that makes it so important for her to go. And you'll see why. So here everything is okay. The boss goes here. He actually doesn't do this in the lower levels. At like level 90, like level 90 something, he doesn't go there. So I actually waste one turn just attacking the two adds. But here you can see now Titus went and did a lot of damage to the boss. And Ildira instead goes here and uses the Taunting Blade. So if the order was switched around and Titus went instead of Ildira where she was going, Titus would have used Taunting Blade on those two adds and wasted a turn basically, and not do like 14,000 damage to the boss. So that's pretty much a waste, right? So that's why it was really like the order of this was really important for me to get it set up like this. So if you're using different units, make sure that whoever is doing your AoE, maybe you want them to go first, or maybe whatever it is, you want them to go in such a way that they can get most of the mobs cleared out easily, and your single target units are not wasting turns attacking the adds, basically. And that was Balo's one turn, where he doesn't really do anything, but that's what it is. And here Zazan uses the Esper Evocation. By the way, I have Ildira with the Vow of Love card because it gives 20 slash modifier, and she starts taking attacks. Because if she didn't have that, Zazan would be taking the damage and he would die. It's okay if Zazan gets stopped, but it's not okay if he dies, because if he dies, he still uses up the turn count. So anyway, there you go. So this was an easy run. So here I am repeating the run, but showing you what happens when Zazan gets stopped. I don't want you to sit through the entire thing over again, but this is pretty much the only time I've got him stopped at this turn. And if he does get stopped, as you can see on the left side, he doesn't take a turn anymore. So that's fine, because he doesn't do as much damage as the other two units anyway. Balo doesn't take any more turns after this. So as you can see, my two units are easily able to handle handle the boss. Zazan dies now, but it's okay because there's only 2 turns left, and these two will take the turns. And there we go. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, leave me a comment below. If you need more help with this, reach out to me as well. I hope you have a good day. Take care now.